You'll find them in Pipeline, Wendani Village. You'll go to Ebenezer, Mitimingi. You'll go to IDP, Wendani in Kikope. You'll go to Barok. You'll find IDP, Mr. Speaker, because of the peace that prevailed that time. And Mr. Speaker, I also want to congratulate Honorable Rueda Obo for bringing this very important motion here, Mr. Speaker. And it is simple that we give them their flowers when they're alive. It is okay to mourn them, but even the ones who are here, what are we doing, Mr. Speaker? And some of these things that Honorable Rueda has proposed, they are not even very capital intensive. They don't need so much money. They actually just need goodwill. They don't need budgetary allocation, Mr. Speaker. And if you go to other countries, like has been said earlier, Mr. Speaker, you'll find that even in shopping malls, you'll get special discounts for KDF, for soldiers that are serving in the militaries, and even veterans, Mr. Speaker. So this is not so hard to do. It is something that we should just actually make a declaration here, and it should be implemented. And from here, Mr. Speaker, I'll hope that this is passed overwhelmingly, and more important, the Committee of Implementation slow, and it is not followed, and it is not done. So I hope that the Committee of Implementation will be able to pick it up to ensure that even in banking halls, because it is not so we have the military intelligence, we have been able to contain the headless, the faceless Al-Shabaab somehow, but we are not able to deal with bandits, Mr. Speaker. I think it's time, as we said and the Speaker said yesterday, that the leadership of these areas, the counties that are affected, Turkana, Samburu, West Pokot, Baringo, and Laikipia, Mr. Speaker, all of them and the leadership take action to ensure that we wipe out this issue of banditry, so that we give even our children a chance to go to school. We give the area residents, women and children, a time to have their families together, because the people who suffer most are women and children, Mr. Speaker. Then that way we'll be honoring General more, because he was there to ensure that these kids go to school, and because he was a hands-on. I know many people are asking, why was the General out looking out at schools? But Mr. Speaker, if you knew General Ogolla, you know he was a hands-on leader. He wanted to know what exactly are the soldiers doing in the field, and what are they doing in terms of implementing what has been decided, issue of reconstruction of schools, redoing of roads, Mr. Speaker, and that is how he met his death, doing what he really wanted for his soldiers. So, Mr. Speaker, I eulogize and join the country in mourning these fallen soldiers, but also support Honorable Rueda's motion, which should be actually, after passing of the motion here, should be implemented as early as yesterday. Congratulations, Honorable Obo, for bringing this to this floor. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Bafalego Songa.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to support the motion by the Honorable Rueda. Honorable Speaker, let me say that the role of the military in public affairs, Honorable Speaker, has expanded a great deal in the recent past. Today, Honorable Speaker, the military is involved in many of our affairs, many of our public affairs. The military is involved in even management of public institutions. There are some institutions that were even collapsing, and the military had to be inducted to help in reviving those institutions. An example is Kenya Meat Commission, Honorable Speaker. So, Honorable Speaker, when I was growing up, it was possible that you would join the military and you retire without going to war, because some of the challenges we are facing today, such as terrorism, local terrorism, were not there. So today, the military is doing much more than in the past. You can see that the military is involved in addressing homeland security. That was not there before. So, Honorable Speaker, the military today is doing much more. Even, Honorable Speaker, we did renovations in this parliament, and I was told that they were done by the military. Even those ones that were done in State House were done by the military. So the military today is part and parcel of our lives, Honorable Speaker. So when we are looking at the military, we should not look at the ordinary military that was, their work was to go to war, to go for peacekeeping. So we even have better engineers in the military. We have better doctors in the military. So as a country, Honorable Speaker, we need to look at the military as that arm of government or that department of government that can do much more. And I believe the military can do much more. Honorable Speaker,